What's up, everybody? I had to get some coffee. We're gonna continue our journey here, y'all. We got some adventuring to take care of. Hiya. Alright. When last we met, we were working on quests. We're slowly working our way to New Hallis. At which point, I will be getting into the next series of guides. Right now, though, we're just wanting to level up to get there. But we're going to do a crafting guide, a housing guide, a bunch of other stuff when we get there. Dun, 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 dun. I don't care about any of this stuff. I could probably sell it all. I'm just double checking. Don't want to sell. Now, hang on. Hide and not for sale. There we go. Oh, you know what though? I don't want to sell these because these are like cosmetic. Probably don't want to sell the housing stuff either. Do I care about the way that bow looks? I mean, I might as well save it. It's our first little bow. It's just so pretty. What is that? Oh, it's a charm. I need to equip that shiznizzle. Not for sale. I think the rest of this stuff can all be sold. Hold on, let me, I didn't realize I got a new charm. Where did it go? This one. Fawn hide puppet. Huh. Yes, please. Alright. I don't care about any of that stuff. Sell. Make sure I'm not going to sell any accidental. Oh, it doesn't keep that toggled. I'm going to have to toggle it every single time I use the merchant. I don't remember that. Too bad there's a... Alright, we need to go do this over here, which is to collect some invader helmets, so on and so forth. Down here on the beach. We're gonna do that next. So first we're gonna do is we're gonna run over here.
You should run away.
Oh, this isn't the part. This is just the kill one. Okay, my bad. Hi, boys.
Crush.
You all want to be my friends. We're gonna come close and do hugs. Gather round.
You should run away.
Big
You should run
snuggles
away.
for everyone.
You should run away. I failed. Failed. I failed.
Alright, hold up. I got some. What is this one? This is a new Archer's Fury. Okay.
I failed.
Need. Okay. I should have probably looted some of these up in here.
I failed.
Oh, there's one over here. Looty, looty. Give me your booty. Well, if the internet holds up, we'll stream for an hour or two here. I do have some. We have Starfighter tonight, our actual play series tonight. So I need to go away and do some prep for that later this afternoon, but that's later. Did an EQ2 game guide earlier today, which is coming out I think on the 15th. Did the news article on Darrington Press's new Critical Role live TV series and TTRPG this morning. And I'm going to be doing some. I think later today, I'll see if there's any more news I need to cover. What's up, Graham? But in the meantime, I just wanted to take a break, drink some coffee. Today was time for EQ2 because I'm trying to do rotation. I'm trying to do one day of each. So I do EQ2, Star Wars: Old Republic, Pathfinder Kingmaker, Lord of the Rings Online. Not necessarily in that order. I think the rotation order right now is EverQuest 2, Lord of the Rings Online, Star Wars: Old Republic, Pathfinder, and we do that rotation. I'm trying not to repeat and do 2 days in a row of any given game. Oh. Graham says, working my way through the new Lotro mobile game. I literally just played that for about 30 minutes before I logged in here. I got level 6, and I've got not Arwen. I just had the fight with Arwen. Literally, like right before I logged in, I was like, I just need to stop because if I don't stop, I'm just gonna keep playing that mobile game all day today. So I'll be streaming this for a little while, and then I'll go away, and I'll probably play that for another hour or two until I fall asleep and take a nap before my Starfinder tabletop stuff. It's pretty fun so far. I will say that I've noticed the visual quality is a lot different than the Galaxy of Heroes. Like, Galaxy of Heroes is much more polished graphics-wise. This one has a lot lower poly count. Looks quite a bit different, but it's is that like to hang on, let me write that down. I don't that's not showing publicly, by the way, Graham. I don't know if you want me to approve that message and share it with everyone publicly. If you do, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna write it down for me, and I'll ping you in game. Gosh darn it, my phone is slipping all over the place. Graham ally code. I'm assuming that's how we add each other friends is via the ally code system. So I'll you're wondering how they're going to handle Hero Edition. Star Wars is controlled all under IP. Lotro seems to be broken out. Okay, here, I'll show it then. Yeah, that's the thing. And the nice thing about Galaxy of Heroes is, like, even now, like, they're continually adding new characters to Galaxy of Heroes. Like, they're adding characters from The Mandalorian, characters from The Bad Batch, characters from every show that is handled under that IP. But you're right, the Lord of the Rings IP is so fractured out. It's going to be interesting to see how they do that. Move that chest over there. I don't want to sell that. Alright, we have all sorts of quests just opened up.
An ale for the fallen.
I'm hoping it does good things, because I really love Galaxy of Heroes. I was actually, I played Galaxy of Heroes pretty hardcore for about 2 years. Like, I spent about about 3 hours a day. I would be, it might be up to 3 hours a day, but I used to play Galaxy of Heroes a lot. I was in a pretty good guild that was doing daily raids and stuff, and I would basically log on in the morning and play my dailies, which took about 45 minutes to do my dailies, and I would do that with coffee and, you know, sitting on the toilet, morning constitutional, and I would take care of my dailies, and then I would come back and work on the raids and stuff with the guild, and just, you know, I bet I put in a good 2 hours a day on Galaxy of Heroes. Possibly more. Never spent a penny on it, though. But I've kept it on my phone even though I haven't actively played it in about a year. Um, I'm only doing EverQuest 2 now, literally, because, no joke here, I have no desire to play EverQuest titles anymore. I'm done with EverQuest. From a personal standpoint, I will never run another EQ guild. I mean, I've done a lot of these over the years, like especially the past 8 years running our gaming community, running, 150 people through, doing raids and everything else between this, World of Warcraft, all this other stuff. I'm done. My brother and I just kind of we're done as of last year. The last two things we did just not. I'm done with raiding and all that other stuff. And now I kind of look at it the way like a lot of other streamers are doing it, which is I'm gonna have if people want to join me, that's fine. But there's no objectives, there's no missions, there's no more goals or anything like that. But the reason I did this is because when I'm using a lot of ChatGPT and AI for the planning of my content strategies here on YouTube, and in the process of creating game guides and everything else, Christina was like, "Well, why don't you do EverQuest 2 game guides?" And I was like, I don't really want to play EQ2 again. And she's like, yeah, but. And I went, what's the but? And she's like, those would be easy for you to do because you already know the game. And I went, that's fair. So literally, that's the only reason I created this character was so that I could create game guides for EQ2 because I don't really have any desire. I don't have a problem playing this for the lore perspective and playing it for my own personal enjoyment. But way too many people are still stuck in the mindset of, well, you have to be a guild and you have to do big guild group events and group-based gameplay. Yeah, I'm not gonna die on that hill. Group-based gameplay went away 15, 20 years ago. I'm very much here just to play for the story, which is why I appreciate the fact that you can just run through it and do mercenaries, and I can come in here and do my game guides and get on a merc and do everything I need to do, and I don't have to worry about other hot and sweaty people and egos and people shifting loyalties and all sorts of other stuff that happens in the modern era. But I think EQ2 is a great. I think EQ2 is a better game than EQ2 is a better game than EQ1. Way better, in my opinion, of course. I don't even think you could pay me to go back and play EverQuest 1 again. I'm so over it. Like I've done EverQuest 1 so many times over the years, including P99. It's like I'm just kind of over that. The cool thing about EQ2 is it has like a separate lore, so that it's a different timeline. And I just like the way this game plays more. It's got, better graphics. I like the playstyle a little bit more. I like the quest hubs. The skill bloat is ridiculous, but it's easy to ignore because all you got to do is just, if you're only going to use 5 or 6 abilities, just put those abilities in a hotbar and then don't show the other hotbars. Like, you don't have to look at all the hotbars. Like, a lot of people are like, I can't play EverQuest 2 because of the hotbars. Just get rid of them. It's easy. But EQ2 is a really good game. I played this for a long time. The only expansion that I haven't done that I still would like to do is Velius. So at some point, I may end up, doing the Velius content for my own personal enjoyment at some point. But that's purely for lore and storyline. Do we need that guy? Ooh, an ornate chest. Plate armor, which does me absolutely no good. What's my favorite MMO? Lord of the Rings Online. Hands down. No questions. No second questions needed. Lord of the Rings Online, followed by Star Wars: The Republic. Those are definitely my two favorites. There is no game that comes close to the amount of lore, depth of writing, depth of character, depth of world than Lord of the Rings Online. That is hands down the best writing I've ever seen in an MMO, the best you know, just the best story, the best lore. It's so easy to immerse yourself in that game. And then Star Wars: The Republic. I would say Star Wars: The Republic is right up there with Lord of the Rings Online. Matter of fact, you know, it probably depends on where my headspace is on any given day of the week, whether I think Lord of the Rings Online is a better game or if Star Wars: The Republic is a better game. Because I think both of those are equally amazing. Alright, what do we got still to do here? Everything else is out on the island, I think. I might not be able to survive that fall.
Oh!
I mean, that's a curse for a lot of people. Too many games to play. I mean, especially if you're. I mean, on any given day of the week, between GOG, Steam, and Epic, I'm being given a dozen games. Maybe that's probably an exaggeration. Like half a dozen games every week, free to play. And then beyond that, there's new games that launch every single day. So it's like there's constantly things that take my attention. And then there's stuff I've never played before. Like I just tried out Albion Online 2 days ago. I've got a first impressions video coming out for that. I actually enjoyed it enough that I'm going to keep playing it for a little bit until I hit the PvP cap because I hate PvP, so I'm kind of interested to see where that lies. Never tried League of Legends. I'm going to try that soon. Warhammer 40K. There's a RTS game that just launched last year. I can't remember the name of it, but that's on Game Pass, so I'm going to download that and try that. Um, I think it's called Medieval Dynasty, which I remember tried on the PC. I tried it on the PC, but it's on Xbox Game Pass right now, so I'm going to download that and give that another go and review that, like a first impressions video. So it's like every day of the week there's new games to play, new games to try. You can't play them all, got to prioritize. You said you've always wanted to give Lotro a go, but not really a lore person, so gameplay has to hook me. The gameplay is great. Lord of the Rings Online gameplay is, I mean, I don't know what kind of gameplay you like, but it's no different than EverQuest 2 or World of Warcraft or, you know, Guild Wars 2 or any of those other games. I mean, it's the same tab target MMORPG game loop, Lord of the Rings Online. So, I mean, if you've played any of those games and you liked those games, then there's no reason not to try Lord of the Rings Online in my mind. Because it's a much deeper and richer game lore-wise, and it has the same gameplay as pretty much every other MMO. But if you like action RPGs like, say, Lost Ark or, you know, Path of Exile, that kind of stuff, yeah, it's not going to be your cup of tea. What am I killing these for? Oh, I just need the kill quest.
You should run away.
I've never actually played any of the 40k stuff, Isaac. I'm pretty much a noob to 40k. Matter of fact, the first 40k game I'd ever played was I did the first impressions video of Darktide like a week ago. That's literally the first that's the first Warhammer game I've ever played. And I'm really looking forward to Rogue Trader coming out this year. Honestly, that's one of the reasons I'm playing Pathfinder Kingmaker right now is because it's Owlcat Games, and I'm sort of getting myself in the headspace right now for playing Rogue Trader later this year because it's going to be the same, you know, it's going to be the same company, so it's the same game essentially.
Crush!
Alright, now we gotta go out to the island, take care of that stuff.
Crush! You should run away!
WoW is your number one, so you yeah, it's just trying to find the time. That's the hard part.
Oh!
Graham says I would do P99, but I don't have the time. Yeah. I've done so much P99 over the years. Pretty much. I'm done. That's the thing, though. I mean, one of the reasons I'm not looking backwards these days, like I'm not following, I'm not really anticipating some of these upcoming MMORPGs that are doing the old school thing. And the reason is because I'm very much forward facing these days. And I think a lot of that came when I purchased my Xbox Series X. It was like, you know what? With the next gen console and all the amazing games that are coming out for the next gen consoles, there are so many good games to play that it's sort of just, I like to focus on that. Like the experience playing Jedi Survivor was, I mean, Jedi Fallen Order was good, but Jedi Survivor, that was something else. Like that, sort of next gen experience, that's what I'm looking forward to. And all the press they're doing right now for Starfield, like I think Starfield's going to be one of the next big things. I think it's going to be the Skyrim, and I'm not necessarily hyped about it. I'm just looking at all the tech they're putting into it. And I think that with what they're building with Starfield, I think it has the potential in any case to be the next Skyrim for Bethesda in terms of it's in not being a fantasy-based game, but being a sci-fi-based game. And that's all next gen, looking forward to the future. And like these days, co-op, it's all the co-op titles. When my brother and I are looking at what's the next big thing that we want to work on, it's not an MMORPG, because MMORPGs are so yesterday. They're 20 years ago. They're 10 years ago. Everything for the past decade has been focused more on providing players with a good co-op sort of experience between anywhere from 4 to 16 players. Whether that's Valheim or looking at a lot of these, I just did a video on this the other day. I think it's called, actually I'm going to go look at my YouTube channel because I don't want to misspeak on the name of the video. But there's another RPG survival game coming out which looks really, really good. And it is called, gosh darn it, where did it go? I published so many damn videos I have to scroll down. Let's just go look at analytics, because I know it's still getting lots of traffic, so that'll be an easier place to find it. Enshrouded. It's called Enshrouded. It's an upcoming RPG survival game, which is single player or co-op, and you can go through and play with yourself or with your friends. That's sort of where the majority of games are heading these days, is providing that multiplayer experience. Also looking at like Baldur's Gate 3, and having 1 to 4 players, Solasta 1 to 4 players. That's sort of where I like to focus my energy right now. I've done MMORPGs for 25 years. I like the RPG stuff these days too. Graham Olson just gifted a membership to Dranth. Thank you very much, Graham. I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Onwards and upwards. I need to go find the article where they were talking about. Matter of fact, I'm going to go look this up right now. Yeah, so the producer's letter, here it is. I need to go back and reread this. The EverQuest 2 producer's letter for April of 2023, so just a little bit ago. On Kale Drackle, the characters on lore and legend servers now get a buff that allows them to take on heroic and raid encounters solo for EverQuest 2, which is kind of what they did with Lord of the Rings Online with the inspiration buff, in the sense that a lot of those old encounters, which you used to need a group to do, can now be done solo if you want to do that solo, just for the storyline purposes, and you're not going to worry about the gear or anything else. You're not worried about the challenge or anything else. You're just worried about seeing it for story's sake. That's one of the reasons I think World of Warcraft has done a very good job, is providing the scaling raid instances where the difficulty scales on the amount of players you're bringing to the table, and also the looking for raid scenarios, so that everyone gets a chance to go see the story of the game, because that's the most important thing, the story. And that's why I'm a really big fan of looking where the tech is going these days, and looking at story-based components of where these upcoming games are going. I think Baldur's Gate 3 is going to blow a lot of people out of the water. Like the early access experience in Baldur's Gate 3 has been something else entirely, and I think that as much fun as like Solasta is, or Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous and stuff, I don't think any of those games hold a candle to what Larian Studios has going on with
You should run away.
Baldur's Gate 3. What else do we need up in here? Shit, I'm gonna need to get some more coffee. Yes, Karazak, I totally agree with you. There's no reason to gate lore behind hard content. That's where the rewards should be. Yeah, unfortunately, you still have way too many people who are still of the mindset that, no, everything needs to be gated because, you know,
Crush.
hardcore, go home. It's like, nah, come on, man. Rewards, yes, absolutely. Lock the rewards, behind those things, but not the lore. Like, everyone should be able to get to the lore.
Run away.
And what's really interesting is my opinion on that has changed dramatically. If you go back to probably 8 years ago, 7, 8 years ago, my opinion on that would be completely different.
Failed. I failed. You should run away. I failed.
Aren't we supposed to burn some tents or something, or is that later? No, I need to destroy weapon supplies. That's what it was.
Crush.
Alright, I need one more weapon thingy. Oh, there's one right here.
Crush.
Ah, I snuck too late. He saw me! I don't know where I'm going to take this character after this, though. I have to look at my R&D to see what's going to be the best objective for guides, because it's pretty easy to do this area because it's a straightforward linear path to get to New Hallis in there. Once I get to New Hallis, I can do my crafting guide, the housing guide. There's a couple of other guides I'm going to do. A woodworking guide, and then I'll probably, I mean, they kind of prompt you to go straight to Butcher Block. I know there's the mount that you can get, the jumping lizard mount. That's a good guide to do.
Crush!
It would be fun to do a complete walkthrough of Caledon. I just think that's a really fun dungeon. So I have to do some more research and to see what I'm going to do beyond this. But this character, I've got about a dozen guides planned that I'm going to do with this guy over the next, basically May into June. Now, I've done these quests so many times, I'm totally not reading any of these. I'm just like, bleh! Just give me my mount. I just want to get my mount and get to the city.
Not really, no.
Alright, more stuff up in the imp area. Oh, hold up, I got a new ability here. Agility. No, I definitely want Archer's Fury. Why did it slow me down? Put me in stealth? There we go. What game was I playing yesterday where I was commenting how happy I am that they don't use arrows? Pathfinder. It was really nice to not have to worry about arrows in Pathfinder Kingmaker. That's the one area I think that I wish that EverQuest 2 would modernize, would be get rid of the need for arrows. Frostfang rock. No, we need the crates in here. Wait, why did he just attack me? Oh, he must have spawned when I opened the chest. Yep, totally did. Loyalty points, yay! At some point I'm probably gonna need to go see if I can't spend any of those on something fun. Pretty sure I got a big bag one time. Replace this one. Let us skedaddle. Alright, we need to go back to the island. Oh, my vertigo just got triggered by that jump. Whew. Alright, I'm gonna get to the island and then I gotta go see if there's another cup of coffee for me to nuke. I think Chris left me a little bit of coffee.
Crush!
She likes to make hers in the macchiato machine and I make mine in the French press. So we have two different types of coffee that get made every morning. So when I want espresso, I'll go use the macchiato machine. It's not a machine, it's the... If you guys know what I'm talking about, it's the Italian macchiato stovetop. Make espresso that way. And Chris likes hers like a long black with water added, and I just make straight espresso when I make mine that way, but I just use the French press. I have a big a big stainless steel French press that we bought, like a liter. It's a big, hefty, it probably weighs like 3 pounds. It's a big ass coffee press. But it's stainless steel, so like it'll never break. Because over the years I'd bought a lot of them with like glass, you know, like a glass cylinder, and the glass cylinder always ends up breaking over time. What's up, Sammy? You waking up, buddy? Or you just switching chairs? I think he's gonna come over here and jump up here. You coming up? Well, I see. Everybody can see your tail. There you are. You done with the bed? Alright, good boy, Sam. Alright, I need coffee. I will be right back. Hopefully there's more coffee to be had. If the internet hiccups, I'll be back after that. It'll just because there'll be a hiccup in my VPN or something. But hopefully it doesn't. And I tell you what, I'm about ready to turn one of those egg hens into chicken soup. This is the third frickin' time she's gotten out, and I just planted a bunch. We're trying to convert, on our homestead, trying to convert the yard from being just huge patches of dirt into having grass and stuff. And so I planted a whole bunch of wheatgrass about 2 weeks ago, and I've been watering 3 times a day, and the grass finally started sprouting about a week ago, and it's about 4 inches tall now, and that frackin' chicken has gotten out like 3 different times over the past few days, and all it takes is 10 minutes, and she puts a hole, she digs herself like a little hole, and then she just starts pulling grass and eating it, and it's like, I just literally went out to get a cup of coffee, and that's what prolonged me, was because I took a look out the back door, and she somehow in the last hour she had gotten out, and she had destroyed like a 2-foot diameter section of my 6-inch, 4 to 6 inch tall grass, and I'm just like, and the reason she's getting out is because it's a rescue chicken, and the rooster that we have is like torturing her, and we have a small enclosure set up for our meat chickens, which has a roof on it. And so she can jump up on these blocks and then jump up on top of the roof of the enclosure for the meat chickens, and then she can jump over the fence, because we have like a 4-foot wall, 4-foot high fence all around the chicken area for the chickens to roam. But she can jump up and over because she's light enough, and we're gonna have to move that enclosure or something. I don't want to clip her wings. I don't like clipping animals' wings. But one solution is to clip her wings. The other solution is to move that enclosure or something. That's just ridiculous, man. She just tore up a whole patch of my grass. I'm not very happy right now. That and the water's off. Like, I don't have any water at the house right now. I was going to go water the yard like an hour ago, and I can't water the yard. Grumpy! All right. Let's get to more pleasant things like killing monsters. All right.
Crush!
Ooh, step for the quest. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's for the quest. Now we need to find a torch. Run around and gather resources.
Run away! You should run away! Crush! You should run away! Fail.
Oh, I see. One of those saw my disguise. Got it.
Crush!
Or saw through my sneak, I should say. Oh, that shaman can see.
You should run away!
Alright, he got me.
Fail.
Alright, let's get out of here. Oh wait, I still need something more. Oh, I need 2 more encampments. Okay, I thought I only needed 4. But torch those from quite a long ways away.
You should run away!
Oh no, just put her in passive. Let's run.
You should run away!
Skedaddle!
Oh!
What's up, Leia? You're being a good kitty cat. I mean, there's a lot of similarities between this and Lord of the Rings Online. I think Lotro came out about 3 years later. This was 2004. Lotro was 2007. Could be wrong on that. I feel like that's about right.
You should run away!
Severed bone. Now, I feel like I was playing around with the settings earlier. I feel like it ran its chunkiness in the frame rate there for some reason. Alright, we can use this on... I think I've already used all I can. Manually choose an item. I'm not going to put it on anything then.
I'm confused.
Alright, this is... Those are out on the other island. Okay. I see. I can see clearly now with my one eye. The one in my bag, you know. The Rygor scrying eye.
Crush!
Excusez-moi. Alright, let's see here. I should run away. Do, 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 do. Let's see here.
Crush!
Come on, get up off that embankment. Shouldn't want to jump it. What are we doing here? We need... Investigate clues. Okay, to the provisions. Gotcha. What do the provisions look like? Oh, we also need this? What do we need these guys for? Mystery on the Orc Iceberg. Oh. Okay. Those count for some reason. Spores!
Oh!
Fail! Fail! Fail!
Alright. Are there provisions? Okay, there's definitely provisions in the tents as well.
Crush! You should run away! You should run away!
Get them all, dear.
Fail! Fail! Fail!
Alright, one more provision.
Crush!
Okay. Got one more thing to do out on that other island,
You
I
should
think.
run away!
Jagged cestus.
You should run away!
I am running away. I'm gonna go all the way to the other island. That's where I'm gonna run away to.
Crush!
Nice, another ding.
You should run away! You should
Should?
run away! Fail! Fail! Fail!
Did you get a black screen? What's up with that? I remember there being a cutscene here, so I wonder if the cutscene's not loading. There it goes. Alright, I think we're good to go back for all these turn-ins. Start to get hungry. What is this? This is... Is it an AoE? Yes. However, I must be sneaking. Boo. Too many abilities require me to be sneaking. Man, that is an ungodly awful long swim back. If only I had a flying mount. What's up, Pippin? I see ya. You waking up, sweetie? Pippin? Cats, man.
Crush! I failed.
I'm not done yet. Get back up.
I spread your spores. Alright, let's stick that over here. I don't think belts have a visual, so I don't have to worry about that. That's another one of those black ones.
I'm not done yet. Get back up.
Alright, that's to swim down to the caves. But that is kind of what we'd save for the next time, everybody, because I actually have to go out and do some chores now. Chris is not here today. She went out for Mother's Day stuff to her mom's house, hang out with her family. I am locked down, taking care of all the chickens and cats today, so I actually need to go outside. There's no water, so I was supposed to water the yard right now, so I got to go do some manual watering of plants. I got to do some manual watering of animals, make some lunch, so on and so forth. Tonight, we're going to hopefully be recording our next episode of the Starfinder actual play series. I'm going to go work on that new Lord of the Rings Online mobile game that launched today. Hopefully record some footage of that and get a first impressions video of that up soon. And of course, we'll be back tomorrow. The objective here is to stream every day for a little bit, early afternoon, late morning, early afternoon, like we've been doing, like noon, 1 o'clock, somewhere in there, stream for a couple hours, as long as the internet's up. And then typically we'll come back in the evening and stream for some more. Tonight, I don't know. It depends on how I feel. We usually do our Starfinder actual play session from like 7 to 9. So if I'm not too tired, I might stream after that. Otherwise, it'll be tomorrow before you see my lovely face again. Thanks to Graham for doing a donation today, gifting a membership to Geranth. Yesterday, Ancient Entity gifted memberships to Isaac and Mister. So thanks so much for all the memberships, giftings, and everything else for those of you who are supporting. If you like what you see, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. You can do super chats towards our daily goal, which is an awesome way to contribute, or you can do memberships. We have a bunch of private member videos that go up. This morning, we had a private member poll go up. We're asking our members an important question about what they want to see more of here on the channel. There's also some, we did a private video a couple days ago about the next writing project that I'm working on and beyond. So check all that stuff out for those of you who are members. Everybody else, see you next time. Stay safe. Happy gaming.